Emisioni Real Story u zhvendos këtë të njëjtën në Vlorë me një intervistë të veçantë ambasadores Yuri Kim përballë gazetarit Sokol Balla. Diplomati amerikane ishte i qartë kur foli për reformën zgjedhore dhe e cilësoi marrëveshjen e 5 qershorit si një kuti të mbyllur që nuk mund të hapet sërish.
What I do know is that on June 5th, the parties agreed, and as far as I'm aware, they have written up the laws that codify the agreement that they reached, and that's a good thing. My expectation is that they will preserve that. That is sacrosanct.
What is achieved? Even the
June
agreement?
5th has to go through as is. You can't open that back up. You can't do it because that would be a violation of a lot of trust. And I think if you give your word, you keep it. As a politician, as a diplomat, if you don't keep your word, you have nothing. So I have every expectation that leaders here will do exactly what they told me they're going to do, which is that they're going to pass June 5th. Now, I'm also aware that for many people, June 5th is not enough. Because what people are talking about when they talk about change or electoral reform is they want open system. And I can understand that, but as I've said before, our immediate goal is very specific. It is to make sure that Albania gets into the EU. The rest of it, if an agreement can be achieved, that's great. Go for it. But what we don't want is a hostage situation where something that is extra holds what is necessary as a hostage.
Teksa solli në vëmendje zgjedhjet e ardhshme në Shqipëri, ambasadorja amerikane theksoi se rotacioni i pushtetit është gjithmonë diçka e mirë, nëse është ajo që njerëzit duan vërtet dhe shprehin me votë.
Many people think that it's time for a change. Although sometimes here change is interpreted as just a normal rotation of power. Sometimes I'm also in doubt about that. Is a rotation a change or is it a change a rotation?
It's up to you guys to decide.
How do you see it?
I think that rotation of power, if that's what the people want, if that's what they decide, is always a good thing in a democracy, right? It's sort of like the circulation of blood. But it's definitely one of those things where, in my country too, in just a few months, there's going to be an election. And in a few months here in this country, there will be an election, hopefully. And we'll see what the people decide.
Why you say hopefully? You still have doubts?
No, I have no doubt.
For the elections?
No, of course they will happen.
E pyetur nga gazetari Sokol Balla në lidhje me arrestimin e të ashtu quajturve peshq të mëdhenj, ambasadorja Kim u tregua e rezervuar, por dha mesazhin e qartë se reforma në drejtesi duhet të vijojë përpara.
While we are in the water, let's talk about fish or big fishes. We're still waiting for them to be caught. But you're suggesting that we should wait.
I think that...
You know what I am referring to, right? To the big fishes.
I just arrived 6 months ago, and I know what my job is. So I want to talk about my mission. And as I've said to you many times before, and I think Albanian people know this, I'm a very practical person. And what I have said is that justice reform has to continue. We have to persist. And justice reform has to show results. I'm not the judicial system.
Well,
the United States is not the judicial system. We are in the midst of the battle. It's time to be brave. It's time to fight. This is not the time to give up.
Diplomatja amerikane theksoi ndër të tjera se Shqipëria do të ketë mbështetjen e vazhdueshme të Shteteve të Bashkuara të Amerikës, por në fund të ditës i takon vendit të vendosë për veten.
It gives me hope and it makes